وجينا نقول يا مبارك أنت المسؤول، يا مبارك أنت المسؤول، يلي موقف لينا عسكرك، يلي موقف.
El-Had means tomorrow. It's the political party formed by Ayman Nour, an opponent to President Hosni Mubarak in September's election. Nour's wife, Gamila Ismail, leads this rally of his supporters. They want Mubarak tried because Ayman Nour is currently on trial. This is how the trial began. The government accuses Nour of forging signatures when he registered his party. Nour says the case is politically motivated.
I mean, what can I expect in today's trial?
What do you expect the verdict?
We can't even get into the courthouse. We can't even enter the hall.
Nour was eventually allowed in the courtroom, where he was confined to a cage with his co-defendants. His supporters rallied outside, flanked by hundreds of riot police.
It's the most fraudulent case in the history of Egypt.
Nour says the government is trying to discredit him before the election. But if anything, his arrest and trial has thrust him into the limelight. Condoleezza Rice canceled a visit to Egypt earlier this year because of his detention.
He got, of course, some fame through his arrest and imprisonment, getting out. But he's still new, still young. I think he's still very marginal in Egyptian politics. But he is bringing a fresh face. He is young, fresh ideas.
A few days into his trial, the judge postponed the case until after the presidential election, allowing Nour to campaign.
واحنا معركتنا مش بس انتخابات رئاسيه ولا احنا داخلين انتخابات رئاسيه عشان نجرب، احنا داخلين لان احنا في مواجهه مع نظام شرس لن يغرب عن هذا الوطن الا بالمواجهه الدؤوبه المستمره.
On the campaign trail, Nour gives the speeches and his wife deals with the confrontation. Outside one of his offices, she argues with plainclothes police about putting up a party banner.
They are trying to prevent us from putting up just one single banner for Al-Ghad. Just one single banner, while others in the ruling party can put up thousands of banners. We can't put even one banner up.
Unlike the Muslim Brotherhood and Kifaya, Nour's party is a legal political entity. The party has multiple offices and publishes its own newspaper. Nour has served in the Egyptian parliament for the last 10 years. Still, Ismail says, the government restricts their political activities.
Our lives are all bugged. We have bugs in the house, bugs in the headquarters, we have bugs on the phones themselves. We can't do anything. I mean, we are exactly treated like an underground movement.
During a campaign trip to Alexandria, Nour showed us a text message he just received on his cell phone.
The message says, "I beg you not to leave Cairo before your trial. You are targeted."
Nour said it could either be a threat or a supporter warning him. In May, during a campaign trip, his convoy was shot at and one supporter killed and 14 injured. He was not hurt, but he said he is routinely stopped and harassed by police.
Every person gets scared, but there comes a moment when you have to take fear out of your heart and replace it with belief in your cause, belief in God.
Nour's platform calls for a rapid transition to democracy. If elected, he said he would serve a 2-year transitional term as president. Like the other opposition groups, his speeches are filled with references to freedom and democracy.
لكن الحقيقة أن مصر واحة من واحات الدكتاتورية في هذه المنطقة. في هذه المنطقة المليئة بالرموز الفاسدة للحكم.
Nour bills himself as the opposition candidate, recalling kafaya protests and publicly supporting Muslim Brotherhood members in jail. But only a small part of the opposition supports his presidential bid.
If you want to know what is the worst thing you can do to a politician who has public support in Egypt, it is linking him and his image to the US administration.
Nour has the image of being close to the U.S. because he met with Condoleezza Rice after she spoke out against his arrest. Most of the opposition is against U.S. policy in the region. They associate America with the same Mubarak government they are rallying against.
أنا طبعا لا علاقة لي بالولايات المتحدة الأمريكية لأني
Of course, I have no relationship with the United States because I'm not an agent of the United States, but I'm also not anyone's enemy.
أنا أختلف مع إدارات.
هي أول إذاعة على الإنترنت، أول إذاعة حزبية معارضة بتفتح موجاتها أمام كل.
As the presidential campaign heats up this summer, Nour is hoping to counter the negative publicity he received from his trial through the party's internet radio station. Experts, however, indicate Nour has little chance of beating Mubarak this September.
نحن الأقوى، الشارع لنا كما نقول، الشارع يتحرك، الشارع مؤمن أن هناك قضية حقيقية في مصر الآن هي قضية التغيير، فيجب أن نقدم، أن نتشجع، المصداقية ستأتي، الفاعلية ستحدث، لكن نشجع بعض وكل منا يلعب دور ويؤثر في من حوله.
الإخوان والكفاية طابور، وادي الغد وأيمن نور، وادي الغد وأيمن نور.
Click on an opposition group to continue.